Welcome to Tiger Tracks, your home for the best of LSU athletics. And now, your hosts, Jordy Hultberg and Bill Frankes.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Tiger Tracks as the calendar turns to December. He is Bill Frankes. I'm Jordy Hultberg. The Tigers close out the regular season with a big win over Texas A&M. Les Miles is the head football coach at LSU, and the recruiting beat goes on. How about that?
Exactly.
It was an unusual Saturday in Tiger Stadium.
A real outpouring of
Yes.
emotion by the LSU fans in support of Les Miles. And, of course, LSU played very well defensively and overcame some offensive issues. Leonard Fournette had another very strong game, and the Tigers got a win over the Aggies and reached that 8-win mark for the 16th straight year. And now LSU gets to look forward to a bowl game, and hopefully stability will return to the program. As you said, recruiting now becomes a real primary focus.
And lost in all the shuffle, Mr. Fournette becomes the all-time single-season rushing leader, playing one less game than all the other people did. Exactly. So congratulations to him. 15 seniors made their final trek through the chute of Tiger Stadium. We'll have a special feature on them.
It's always so emotional. Senior Day is a big event for the players and their families. Hard to believe that guys like Vidal Alexander and Deion Jones and Jalen Mills, guys who have been so prominent in the program, their careers are done. But we'll look back at what they've done and what they've accomplished and what they meant to LSU football. Came
in as boys, leave as men. 3 doors down, performed at halftime. We'll recap that and much, much more. It's the holiday season here on Tiger Tracks, and we'll be back after these important messages. As promised, we are back here on Tiger Tracks, and we'll begin the show with the final farewell to 15 LSU Tiger football seniors who went out a winner.
Absolutely. A big 19-7 win over Texas A&M to send those guys out on a high note. That really was a theme throughout the week for the underclassmen. They felt it was a priority to make sure the seniors had a positive experience in their final game in Death Valley, and they certainly did. Here's a tribute to those 15 seniors and what they've meant to the LSU program throughout their careers.
So it's kind of amazing, as I said earlier. Boy, take a look at their picture when they come in as freshmen. Now look at them now as seniors and how much they've grown, matured, not only on the field, but up here and in here. And so we wish them all the very best in whatever their careers take them.
Absolutely. Lamar Lewis, the linebacker, said it during the week. It's about a brotherhood. It's about relationships that were established by these players, and they'll be lifelong friends, and it's something they'll take with them for the rest of their lives.
3 Doors Down. Name a song. We'll have it for you next.
Tiger Tracks on CST is being brought to you by Capital One Bank, the official bank of all things Louisiana, and by Louisiana Propane Dealers. Get up to $1,200 in rebates on propane accessories. Find out how at louisianapropane.com.
Amongst all the pomp and circumstance in Tiger Stadium Saturday night, pretty good concert took place at halftime. You liked it.
I really did.
You were into it.
Yeah, exactly. I was a little skeptical because it was something new that hadn't been done before at Tiger Stadium, a halftime concert. But 3 Doors Down is a band that was formed back in 1996. They're Grammy winners. They have a worldwide following, and they played at the halftime of Tiger Stadium. Garrett Walvert had a chance to get some behind-the-scenes footage and talk to some of the band members. So let's take a look at 3 Doors Down.
Saturday night in Death Valley has always been college football's greatest atmosphere. The Golden Band from Tigerland, the last-second touchdowns that literally shake the earth, and the ear-splitting noise of 100,000 fans make it the game's marquee venue. On senior night 2015, Tiger Stadium turned it up a notch, hosting a live rock concert during LSU's game against Texas A&M. In conjunction with Halftime Live, LSU Sports Properties, and the Tiger Athletic Department, 3 Doors Down performed on the 50-yard line with the entire LSU marching band. The Grammy-nominated group rocked their set, playing such hits as Kryptonite and It's Not My Time. The band also played Citizen Soldier, their tribute to the United States National Guard. LSU has a long history of recognizing members of the armed forces, and Tiger Stadium erupted in cheers when 3 Doors Down introduced servicemen from the Wounded Warriors Project. The concert and the recognition of our American veterans was exactly what LSU envisioned when approached by Halftime Live.
When we talked about bringing 3 Doors Down in as our band, I was very familiar with their music, and that was one of the things I brought up in one of our first calls is I'd really like them to do Citizen Soldier. The National Guard had used that song, and it plays very well not only in the music with the band, but also into the heritage of LSU, and then that led to the idea of, well, then let's reach out to the Wounded Warrior program and incorporate them into the pageantry of what we were trying to do on the field. And but how do we also incorporate the LSU marching band? And that would make this concept really unique because nobody's ever done that before. In most cases, the marching band stays in the stands, and the act would stay on the field and play. To integrate the two of them together, we thought would really bring something that was not only unique, but would really play well within the stadium.
3 Doors Down became the first recording artist to perform during an LSU football game since 2007. Lee Greenwood sang "God Bless the USA" and other hits during halftime of the Louisiana Tech matchup. His patriotic ode to American servicemen and women was the highlight of his halftime set. Three Doors Down also honored the military, singing their hit Citizen Soldier while the Tiger Marching Band and Golden Girls performed alongside them. Longtime guitarist Chris Henderson said performing in Death Valley was a lifelong goal.
I've been to a few games here over my lifetime, and I've never seen it from here. I've always seen, in the crowd looking back this way. It was pretty surreal. We came this morning at 6 a.m. and practiced with the band, and you get to see how big this place really is when there's not people in it. So pretty nerve-wracking.
How did your preparation go with the Tiger Band getting ready for this performance?
We basically sent them music, and that was edited for the time that they allotted us, and they learned it, and we came and played it. We played it twice. We played it this morning and then right then.
As an LSU fan and also a fan of football, you being from the South, what's it feel like to be able to come out here and do it here?
This is my perfect show. I've always dreamed about playing, here on this field somehow, and so I did it tonight, right? So that dream might check.
I hope that as we continue to take this concept forward into future years and bring other concerts in, and that people will really think, we've elevated the fan experience inside Tiger Stadium.
Reporting for Tiger Tracks, I'm Garrett Wolbert.
Who'da thunk it? Some LSU fans from the state of Mississippi singing Kryptonite. How about that?
Absolutely. It kind of brought me back to the late 90s, early 2000s, back when we played baseball at the old Alec Box Stadium. But those guys are still very active, and they're still putting out albums, and we were very pleased that they were part of Tiger Stadium on Saturday.
See if we can do some more of that. All right, we'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, women's basketball, fresh off a 50-point win. They're above 500. We'll talk hoops when we return. Welcome back to Tiger Tracks. Right now on the university, it's about time for a break with final exams coming up, but basketball's still playing. The men will be playing tonight. Yesterday in a matinee performance, Nikki Fargas's women's basketball team with a 50-point win over Texas Southern.
Got the Lady Tigers back over 500. They're 5-4 right now. They're a depleted team. Some injuries have had a big effect, namely to Regine Moncrief. Hopefully the Tigers can get healthy as we approach the holiday season and by SEC time be back at full strength. Let's take a look. Garrett Walbert visits with LSU women's basketball.
The LSU women's basketball team headed east during the Thanksgiving holiday, competing in the Gulf Coast Showcase in Estero, Florida. Many talented teams were on hand at Germain Arena, including undefeated Purdue, Louisville, and Stanford. Coach Caldwell and the Lady Tigers prepared to play 3 games in 3 days, but first enjoyed a Thanksgiving night dinner under the stars alongside the other teams. The chance to enjoy a turkey dinner with their peers was a great way to tip off the tournament.
Dinner was it was nice. It was pretty good, so we all got to sit at the same table and just enjoy each other's conversation, just get to know each other a little bit more. And we're grateful to be here and to get to go out and play against great teams and just compete. So that's our main focus, is to being here and competing.
The trip has been great. This hotel is amazing. It's huge. The water, everything is fun. And I'm just excited to be here and compete with a lot of great teams that we usually don't compete with in our conference. It will give us a lot of experience, great measurement up to where we stand, and really start to prepare us for the SEC tournament that we're about to walk in a month.
LSU's first opponent was the Purdue Boilermakers, sporting 5 different players listed at 6'2" or taller. Despite being down to 8 healthy players on the roster, the Lady Tigers gave Purdue a competitive ball game. The team got an outstanding performance by Akila Bethel, who scored 17 points on 8 of 10 shooting while grabbing 9 rebounds with 2 assists. But Purdue pulled away in the second half to win, forcing LSU to regroup the next day against Marist. The Lady Tigers dominated the Red Foxes in the paint, scoring and out-rebounding Marist for all 4 quarters. Alexis Hyder notched a double-double with 19 points and a season-high 14 rebounds. Akila Bethel was again in double figures, scoring 13 points on 6 of 10 shooting with 3 assists. The defense gave up just 49 points, keeping the Foxes under 50 points for the first time all year. Rena Hill had one of her best performances of the season, shooting over 50% from the field for 10 points and 4 assists in just 26 minutes of play.
I think we were playing together a whole lot more than yesterday, and we just had to play hard, play with each other, and I think as far as doing that, we did a nice job. The energy, hustle plays, rebounding, scoring, being a nice finisher in the paint, they've been huge for us. I think we played well together. I think we handled their offensive scheme well. They had a lot going on, and we really just talked our way through it. Offensively and defensively, we just communicated well. They were hitting a lot of 3 balls, and that's the equalizer. I mean, how many 2s you make, the 3s definitely will balance the game out. So it was a goal of mine. Me and Rena have been talking about our fouls, and we're just really trying hard to stay out of foul trouble, because it's definitely a bad thing for us. It does not help for me and Rena to be out in the game the first quarter and sit until the second half. So we're trying to work on that.
Redshirt senior Ann Peterson was unfortunately lost to injury during the Marist game, leaving LSU with just 7 healthy players on their roster. Now competing in their 3rd game in 3 days, LSU battled Maine in a low-scoring affair. 3 Lady Tigers scored in double figures, led by Alexis Hyder, who again earned a double-double. The junior forward went for 13 points and 11 boards, while Jenna Deemer had 11, and Bethel again missed a double-double by 1 rebound with 11 points and 9 boards. After returning to Baton Rouge, LSU faced Texas Southern, their 4th opponent in 5 days. The Lady Tigers came out with renewed enthusiasm, outscoring TSU by 50 points. LSU had 5 different players score in double figures while holding Texas Southern to just 31% shooting. Now the Lady Tigers enter their final exams and will return to action in 2 weeks with a compelling road trip to Rutgers and Connecticut. For more information, log on to lsusports.net. Reporting for Tiger Tracks, I'm Garrett Walbert.
All right, Garrett, thank you very much. We hope that they do get healthy, because that SEC is always tough. It's the same olds. It's the Tennessees, the Texas A&Ms are always very good.
And the LSU plays a very challenging non-conference schedule throughout December. It includes a visit up to UConn. They'll play UConn up in Hartford. So Lady Tigers with some tough tests ahead, but hopefully by the time January is here, they'll be ready to go in the SEC.
All right, we always like to mix in a little academia with athletics, and that's next here on Tiger Tracks.
Tiger Tracks on CST is being brought to you by Capital One Bank, the official bank of all things Louisiana, and by Louisiana Propane Dealers. Get up to $1,200 in rebates on propane accessories. Find out how at louisianapropane.com.
Welcome back to Tiger Tracks. It's that time of the program. You know, last week we had a soccer player who was just a terrific artist.
Right.
Now we have a track athlete who's really doing well in and out the classroom.
Jalea Jackson is a young lady from Milan, Illinois. She's a theater major at LSU, and she's in the LSU Honors College. She's an outstanding sprinter. She'll be entering her senior year for Coach Dennis Shaver's team, and this is a bit of a look at a day in the life of Jalea Jackson, an honor student, an outstanding student athlete at LSU. Let's take a look at a day in the life with Jalea Jackson.
My passion and ability to set and achieve goals on the track translates to my success as an Ogden Honors College student. Living in the LaVille Honors House on campus couldn't be more convenient because I'm immersed in the community. We are constantly learning through a different medium. Our goals, our passions, our values, and how we want to apply that in the future. The Ogden Honors College community is encouraging, engaging, and challenges me to achieve my full potential. Each week I'm working on a new project, and I love the experience of learning new editing techniques. The beauty of working on a thesis is that you get to pick what you want to do. I love meeting with Josh, my advisor for this project, because he gives me another perspective through a different type of medium. I love being in the Ogden Honors College. I am truly looking forward to what the future has in store for me.
Full day in the life of Jalea Jackson. So the show has come to a close, and be remiss if we didn't say congratulations to Jim Hawthorne, his final call of a game in Death Valley.
Absolutely. Jim, of course, returning to full strength after he underwent that medical procedure, but he looks great. He's feeling good, so he did the game with A&M. He did Coach Johnny Jones's radio show last night.
Back in the swing.
So he's working back into the routine. He'll be doing the basketball game that's going on tonight with North Florida, and hopefully Jim will be able to travel with the basketball team and finish out his career like we know he will, a very professional manner, and a manner in which all of our fans really appreciate.
And his sidekick through all of it, Doug Morrow, another outstanding job as well, and we'll see what Doug wants to do from here.
Well, absolutely, but Doug Morrow, what an LSU legend. Of course, we had him on the show a few weeks ago, All-American football player, legendary broadcaster. He's a gentleman who's earned so much respect within the LSU community.
Next week we'll know where the Tigers are bowling.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no idea. I have no clue. We'll have to wait and see how the dominoes fall in the College Football Playoff Committee, and then we'll go from there. But good luck to the basketball team. Time to snap that 3-game losing streak tonight against North Florida.
Absolutely. And then the Tigers will take about 11 days off for exams, and then take another road trip. They'll play at the University of Houston, and then several home games in December, so check them out at the PMAC.
He's Bill. I'm Jordy. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again next time on Tiger Tracks.